increases armor by 110. This only does it by 30. It's a substantial upgrade. That's the only change between the two though. There's also Frost Nova, and let's upgrade this. Now it's a 1.8 cast. Still does substantial bit more damage, and it's same. It slows for as much, but a second longer. So now I'm in a much better position because I can just Frost Nova and run away from enemies rather than relying on the 40% slow. I'll go do the collector quest over here. Actually, no. I may very well need the item from Stormwind. Actually, I think this guy gives me a quest to go to Stormwind. Journeyman Blacksmith. He doesn't have that title in
Hey there.
Modern WoW. That's because he can't train you in blacksmithing anymore. The whole journeyman blacksmith thing has gotten rid of. There was like apprentices you can find in WoW, but they're just there to talk to. They can't train you in anything. This is actually really cool that you can go to a village blacksmith and learn a bit. They can't teach you much, but they can teach you something. You know, that's something I really like. You know, that's actually really cool. What I would like is if they almost started WoW again. Taking stuff they learned from old WoW that they used to do in old WoW, but with some, you know, quality of life things from modern WoW. And went from there. You know? This almost feels homey. You know? This isn't just the way it feels. You know, like the being able to learn from the village blacksmith, a bit of blacksmithing and this kind of thing. I really like it. Certainly there's a bit of, you know, stuff I would change about it. Like I miss the calendar, like there's maybe fooling around with the ranks of stuff. Like if there was some way of you could set it to auto update skills, like still give you like rank 1, rank 2. That would be nice, because like, I don't have to be paranoid switching things around. Before, like, I would try and put a new disc into my PlayStation. I'll take out the old disc, take out the new disc, put them back in where they were, and close it. And then be puzzled as to why the new disc wasn't, you know, playing. You know, basically, I'm worried of doing that for, you know, hours on end. But I think I have better examples in me noggin. But I just couldn't reach them when I'm trying to make them now. But, you know, basically there's some quality of, or take the hybrid classes, for example. Actually have them be hybrid classes, not just have it as, you know, a tease, as you know, an insult almost. That, you know, have them actually be able to tank, DPS, or heal. You know, like that's their shtick. If you don't want them to do it, then don't set up the, you know, the theory of that them being able to do it. You know, don't. Just have them as a DPS or a healer or what have you, or a tank. Don't, like, you know, don't. Like, basically, don't set, like, show something if it's not an actual legitimate choice, you know? So, like, I would love, yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, I would love if there was, you know, a WoW that borrowed heavily from Classic and from Modern WoW. You know, That it learned from the lessons of the past while embracing the things that came later, some of the things that came later on. Like fixes to the paladins, shamans, and druids. The but while still keeping reagents, while they're an extra cost, it was. I know it was. I know on some level I feel it's a bit of flair that was lost when they were removed. The being able to learn from the village blacksmith, a bit of blacksmithing. You know, this kind of thing, it's a nice little flavor to the world. You know? And it's kind of down to earth in some way. It's kind of a realistic kind of thing, and I like it. As well as gone on, it's gotten more up there and whatnot, fighting the titans themselves. You know, it's gotten. It has veered weirdly, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I do kind of like what I'm seeing here. So I would love a WoW that did borrow from the lessons of past and the future. Though sadly, like I was saying in I think one of my Chandelier videos, as well as one of my BFA videos, I do believe that modern WoW has gone too far in some regards to embrace the lessons of the past. Like for example, I don't think they really. I'm not sure if the village blacksmith thing would really work in modern WoW. You know, with what they've been doing. Maybe you could be fine, I don't know. But, and I would also be scared for them to, like, basically I don't trust the companies, game companies or developers, as far as I control them, and I'm not really great on the upper body strength. So I would also be worried of them embracing the wrong lessons of the past, such as, you know what the past did? Fuck paladins. Fuck them right over. We should embrace that. You know, that's one of my fears. So, basically, on some level, it would almost have to be like World of Warcraft alternate. You know? Like I was saying, modern WoW is too far gone to embrace in one respect or another to embrace some of the lessons of the past. So it would have to be a separate project altogether. And I would also be worried about them doing it right and doing it justice. Because games companies notoriously make chronically stupid decisions. It's kind of like a rule of the industry. For example, there's this one nutter, I've been talking about him in future Grim Drawn videos with the guildie that that I was talking about before, Casper. He's the Rami Ishmael, the Vamblier. He's one of the two behind that studio. The guy speaks utter bollocks. I call him the corporate lapdog for a reason. Whenever games corporations do anything, he will rush like a fucking husky over to them to defend them. And to drop the simile to, suck off whatever decision they've made. Like he was trying to defend, vile microtransaction practices by trying to compare microtransactions to buying a games console. So, yeah. They apparently, according to him, he's being contacted by numerous indies to get him to, write, PR speeches for them, or PR messages for him, to avoid pissing off gamers and whatnot, even though that's his entire shtick. Like, the guy's completely disconnected from the industry, and is proud of that, We're not gamers. We're games developers. Not quite how he said it, but I can't imitate him too well. So, yeah, chronically bad decisions. It's like a rule of the industry. The guy seems almost proud of his lack of knowledge on the industry. Like he claimed at another stage that there's either no game or he doesn't know of any game where you can kill an American. Half-Life. You kill American troops, Spec Ops, and American scientists. Civilization. If you go up against George Washington, all of his troops are American. Spec Ops The Line. You fight some Dubai residents, you also fight rogue American troops. You know, there's plenty of games out there where you fight Americans. So, it's just him not knowing shit about an industry. Chronic bad decisions. Don't get into an industry without knowing at least something about it. But anyway, so yeah, I would love a WoW that did embrace the past, like the past things, flavor and feel of the setting, while also some of the quality of life improvements and whatnot of the future. That would be beautiful to me. But though I'll be nervous of what they would embrace, and it wouldn't. I'm not sure if it could be really done within, modern WoW. You know, I feel modern WoW has gone too far down the path to try and skip off onto this other route. You know, probably just break its neck in the transition. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, I would be glad to be wrong, but at the same time, I'm not sure if modern Blizzard will be able to pull it off. Dev teams are different, and again, it seems a rule of the industry to make chronically poor decisions. So, anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed Classic so far. I will be back soon to record more. The server rolldowns might be actually done by now. I've spent long enough there nattering and just bitching. No, they aren't. Surprised how far I got though. So anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again soon. I say this, but it's quite possible I'll start, and it's once I'm done talking, I'll end the set, and it'll be grafted onto me starting again. So, it's kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. I do hope you're enjoying this so far. I do hope you are. I'm actually kind of getting into this. But I'm going to go record some Final Fantasy 14 while I'm waiting. That'll be coming out soon enough. I think it'll be starting again late September. I think 2 episodes a week, 40 minutes apiece. So till then, folks, love and peace. Oh, it's still going. It completely ignored my F11. Typical. Oh, it's better than not recording at all. Hello, folks, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. The servers the servers are up again. I was off playing Final Fantasy 14 for a bit longer than I intended.
Hey there.
There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimand Elmore, who sent word that he needs needs help with a delivery. I believe he wants a package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimand. We could use you down here, but we must also keep our ties strong with the dwarves. You can find Grimand Elmore at the weapon shop in the dwarven district of Stormwind in the northeast section of town. I'll hold on to it. I suppose I can only have 20 quests at a time. Oh Christ, that's red. Oy. Okay, let's go talk with Jan. But yeah, I was playing Final Fantasy 14 for a little longer than intended there, an extra hour and a half. But I've made some progress. I'm working now on Operation Archon. That'll mean stuff for people who know what that is, and be puzzling for people who don't. Basically, it's I know I'm a fair bit into um, A Realm Reborn. Might be nearing the end of it. The base game for it. I don't know the actual length of it. I've never really played it, so I'm not sure in the actual length of A Realm Reborn. I've never. It's not WoW, you know, where I've seen the totality of it. Okay, I could go loot this guy now, potentially. No, the guard did too much damage. It's not. Like, it's not WoW that I know, okay, AQ 40, Naxxramas, they're the end game, you know, like I know the exact, you know, structure of it. I've never really played much Final Fantasy 14. So, from the looks of it, I am approaching the end of the base game of it, but I don't know the actual, like, if that's right or what. So, yeah. I'm making progress through it, that's all I know. I know that the level 10 quest here for mages sends you to the just checking on something. Sends you to Mirror Lake just to get some water. See, flint and tinder and maybe the simple wood needed to light the basic campfires. Doing better on the bag front now, since I've managed to upgrade everything I have. Also, handy little thing that works in live. That also works in live. Those, not sure where it would be more effective. Made by the finest craftsmen in all of Teldrassil, carried by hand from Kalimdor to Azeroth. From Kalimdor to Azeroth, as a sign of the growing alliance between the people of the Great Tree and the humans of this land. If there's any inquiry of what to ask. I guess this is still the time when the Kingdom of Stormwind was called Azeroth. At some nebulous stage, they decided that was no longer the case. You see it in like some Frozen Throne map. You see Stormwind down here denoted as Azeroth. I never knew that made its way into WoW, but eventually they decide against the Kingdom of Stormwind becoming Azeroth, and they call the planet Azeroth, with Stormwind being you know, just the Kingdom of Stormwind becoming the Kingdom of Stormwind. Also, what are these? These aren't on the modern map. Like, the location of this makes it look like Kazan. And then in a vague way I made to think of the Broken Isles with this, though it's a bit too far north and too broken. Hmm. Maybe it's not you.
Need help?
Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Caltalost, the wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Lucian Cordell and some of the other some of the other tradesmen have done a fine job of filling our orders with quality merchandise. You can outright just buy herbs here, though. Doesn't seem worthwhile.
Farewell.
Oh damn! I've lost a fair chunk of cash, haven't I?